कृष्ण होइते चतुर्मुख ब्रह्मा होइते सेवन्मुख ब्रह्मा होइते नारदेर मते कृष्णा होइते चतुर्मुख ब्रह्मा होइते नारदेर मते नारद होइते व्यास मध्व कोहे व्यास दास पूर्ण प्रज्ञ पद्मनाभ गते नारद होइते व्यास मध्व कोहे व्यास दास पूर्ण प्रज्ञ पद्मनाभ गते नर हरि माधव वंशे अक्षोभ्य परमहंसे शिष्य बोली अंगीकार को रे नर हरि अक्षोभ्य परमहंसे बोली अंगीकार को रे अक्षोभेर शिष्य जय तीर्थ नाम परिचय तारदास ज्ञान सिंधु तो रे अक्षोभेर शिष्य जय तीर्थ नाम तारदास ज्ञान सिंधु तो रे कहा होते दयानिधि तारदास विद्यानिधि राजेंद्र होइलो ताहाते आहा होते दयानिधि तारदास विद्यानिधि इंद्र होइलो ताहाते তাহার কিঙ্কর জয় ধর্ম নাম পরিচয় পরম্পরা জানো ভালো মাতে তার সর্বনাম পরিচয় जय धर्मदास्य ख्याति श्री पुरुषोत्तम जति कहते ब्रह्मण्य तीर्थ सूरी जय धर्म द्याते ख्याति पुरुषोत्तम जति कहते ब्रह्मण्य तीर्थ सूरी व्यास तीर्थ दार दास लक्ष्मीपति व्यास दास तहाँ ते माधवेंद्र पूरी व्यास तीर्थ तार दास पूरी माधवेंद्र पुरी बर शिष्य बर ईश्वर नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत विभो माधवेंद्र पुरी बर शिष्य बर श्री ईश्वर नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत विभो ईश्वर पुरी के धन्य पुरी लेना श्री चैतन्य जगत गुरु गौर महाप्रभु महाप्रभु श्री चैतन्य राधा कृष्ण नाही अन्य रूपानुगा जने रजीवन विश्वम्भर प्रियंकर श्री स्वरूप दामोदर श्री गोस्वामी रूप सनातन विश्वम्भर रूप प्रिय महाजन जीव रघुनाथ हन तार प्रिय कवि कृष्णदास कृष्णदास प्रिय वरन नरोत्तम सेवा पर जार पद विश्वनाथ आशा आशा विश्वनाथ भक्त जात बलदेव जगन्नाथ हर प्रिय श्री भक्ति विनोद विश्वनाथ महाभागवत बर श्री गौरा किशोर बर हरि भजन तेजार मोद महाभागवत बर हरि भजन तेजार मोद तिहार परमहंस गौरांगेर निज वंश तादेर चरणे मम गते हार परमहंस तादेर चरणे मम गते आम्ही सेवा उदासीन नामे ते त्रिदंडी दीन श्री भक्ती सिद्धांत सरस्वती आम्ही सेवा उदासीन श्री भक्ती सिद्धांत सरस्वती श्री वृषभानवी वर सदा सेव्या सेवा परताहार दयित दासनाम तार प्रधान प्रचारको श्री भक्ति वेदांतो नामो पतित जने ते दया धामो प्रधान प्रचारको पतित जने ते दया धामो हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे शील प्रभुपाद की गुरु गुरु शिष्य परंपरा की शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती पाद की निताय गौ प्रेमानंदे ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विश्वपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामने गौरत्विषये नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। पाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभ। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा। तो पिछले 6 सत्र में हमने मूलभूत ऋत्विकवाद किस तरह से मायावाद है और इसका खंडन के बारे में 6 सत्र में चर्चा की है। पिछले यूट्यूब पे रिकॉर्डिंग अवेलेबल है। यू हैव सेंड द लिंक यस्टरडे। ओके, तो यहाँ पर हाँ, यहाँ पर वही सत्र को जारी करते हुए हाँ, आगे बढ़ते हैं उसी उसी चर्चा को। मुझे लगा कि ये 2 लेटर जो है सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है। एक कॉन्वर्सेशन और एक लेटर जिसके ऊपर सारा बवंडर खड़ा हो गया है। तो अम, तो मैं थोड़ा एक लेटर के ऊपर फोकस कर रहा था। May 28 कॉन्वर्सेशन रेदर नॉट लेटर। तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा चर्चा करते हैं। और बाद में फिर कभी समय मिला भविष्य में तो हम और रुचि हो आपको और पेशेंस हो उतना सुनने में क्योंकि हम कृष्ण कथा श्रवणम कीर्तनम ये हमारा प्राथमिक उद्देश्य है। मगर जब फिलॉसफिकल डेविएशन हो जाता है तो उसका खंडन करने में भी समय लगता है और समय देना चाहिए। हम यहाँ पे कर्नाटक में लगभग अभी 18 साल हो गए कर्नाटक में प्रचार करके। मगर कभी कभी भी हमने ऐसा क्लासेस नहीं लिए ऋत्विकवाद के ऊपर, क्योंकि छोड़ दिया था। चलो अपना अपना प्रचार करेंगे, क्या उसके ऊपर ध्यान देना है। क्योंकि हमने तो समझ लिया था, जान लिया था, दिस इज ऑल स्पेकुलेशन। और गुरु के शरण में होते हुए सुदृढ़ इच्छा भी थी और विश्वास था, इसलिए कभी लगा नहीं कि उसके बारे में चर्चा करने का जरूरत भी है। मगर जस्ट टू माई सेल्फ आई वॉन्टेड टू स्टडी इट मोर डीपली एंड वट एवर आई स्टडी आई वॉन्टेड टू जस्ट शेयर। आई वॉन्टेड वन प्लेटफॉर्म टू शेयर और उसमें सबका अवेयरनेस भी आ जाता है, श्रद्धा भी बढ़ता है that whatever we are following the bona fide गुरु शिष्य परंपरा, जब ये चर्चा करते हैं तो फिर वो विश्वास जो है, श्रद्धा है, वो और दृढ़ हो जाता है। तो ये बहुत ही डिटेल है, बेसिकली ये कॉन्वर्सेशन एनालिसिस जो हुआ है बहुत डिटेल है। और मैं वैसे मुझे इतना ज़्यादा समय भी मिला नहीं कि इसके ऊपर कंटेम्पलेशन करूँ सेवा के कारण, मगर जितना भी मुझे समय मिला मुझे लगा दोनों भी लेटर, ये कॉन्वर्सेशन और लेटर दोनों भी मैं आज चर्चा करूंगा, मगर पॉसिबल नहीं है, इसी को कंप्लीट करना डिफिकल्ट है। तो जितना भी हो सकता है मैं आज कवर करूंगा। भविष्य में अगर समय मिला तो मैं इसके ऊपर कंटिन्यू करूंगा, जितना होता है आज भी ये ना कवर करने का कोशिश करते हैं। वी मे एक्सीड 15 मिनट टुडे ऑल्सो। सो हरे कृष्णा। तो ये कॉन्वर्सेशन है मई 28 का, और मैं वो इंग्लिश में ही अभी हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट नहीं किया। हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट किया मैंने खुद पढ़ा, मगर वो रिलेवेंट नहीं लगता। जो वर्ड डिस्कशन चल रहा है, वर्ड का अफरा तफर हो रहा है ना यहाँ पर, तो जैसे श्रील प्रभुपाद ने वर्ड बोले वही उसी वर्ड को सामने रखते हैं और चर्चा करते हैं। शायद चर्चा करते समय हिंदी में करेंगे, मगर इंग्लिश भी वर्ड ज्यादा आएंगे चर्चा में। क्योंकि कॉन्वर्सेशन हम इंग्लिश में पढ़ेंगे कम से कम। तो the May 28th conversation is the final order about continuing the discipline succession spoken directly by Srila Prabhupada. तो 9 जुलाई का जो लेटर है वो फाइनल ऑर्डर नहीं है। एक्चुअली जो श्रील प्रभुपाद बोले हैं 28 में, वैसे भी वो फाइनल ऑर्डर, क्योंकि यहाँ पे बहुत सारी चीजें, जो जीबीसी का मेन मीटिंग है, ये जुलाई 9 जो है वो जीबीसी का मीटिंग का एक भाग है जो रिलीज हुआ। मेन जो मीटिंग हुआ जीबीसी, क्योंकि अभी सबको लग रहा था अभी श्रील प्रभुपाद बेड में है, ही में डिपार्ट एट एनी टाइम। तो बहुत सारे ऐसे क्लिष्ट क्वेश्चन है, उनको क्लैरिफिकेशन चाहिए था, उसमें से ये एक था। तो इसलिए May 97 श्रील प्रभुपाद फेल सीरियसली इल and requested all the GBC members to come and visit him in Vrindavan to ensure the continuation of ISKCON institution. प्रभुपाद ने सबको बुलाया, सारे जीबीसी को, आइए वृंदावन में, क्योंकि अभी मेरा समय आ गया है, तो आपको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट इंस्ट्रक्शन मुझे देनी है। तो ये श्रील प्रभुपाद के लीलामृत में सत्स्वरूपदास गोस्वामी लिखते हैं, देखिए जीबीसी मेन, ठीक है, माइक रखा है नहीं रखा है, कैन वी रीड लाउडली? The GBC men.
The GBC men met and decided that aside from Prabhupada's will, which would secure the ISKCON properties, and aside from making all the bank accounts within ISKCON secure, there were also a few questions which they should put before Prabhupada before it was too late. These questions, such as how future disciples would be initiated, would have to be answered. Otherwise, they would become a source of speculation and havoc after Srila Prabhupada's departure. Meetings were held over 2 days, May 27 and May 28. Most of the discussions that took place concerned the securing of ISKCON properties and other legal matters that suddenly became more immediately relevant with the impending departure of His Divine Grace. Minutes from the meeting session of the meeting of the governing body. Commission of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness held in Vrindavan, India on May 28, 1977. 17
तो
members.
17 मेंबर्स प्लस गिरिराज स्वामी महाराज, उनका उस मीटिंग होने के बाद जिन जिन का सिग्नेचर था, रिकॉर्डेड सिग्नेचर, कि ये मीटिंग हुआ और इन्होंने सिग्नेचर किया, ये है प्रभुपाद के सारे वो इनिशियल जीबीसी, सबको बुलाया गया था। रिजॉल्व,
The following questions will be taken to Srila Prabhupada for his answers. They will be
तो
presented.
सर सारे जीबी से एकत्र आए, श्रील प्रभुपाद के कौन कौन से प्रश्न हैं पूछने हैं, तो ये प्रश्न उन्होंने सोचा कि ये प्रश्न पूछेंगे। पहला, हाउ लॉन्ग शुड जीबीसी मेंबर रिमेन इन ऑफिस? कब तक ये जीबीसी अपना सेवा करेंगे? हाउ कैन जीबीसी मेंबर हु लीव बी रिप्लेस? अगर जीबीसी मेंबर अगर वो शायद शरीर छोड़ जाते हैं या अगर उनका पतन हुआ, कुछ तो हुआ, गए जीबीसी पद से, हटा दिया या वो शरीर छोड़े, तो अभी नए जीबीसी का अपॉइंटमेंट कैसा करे? In absence of Srila Prabhupada, what is the procedure for first, second, and sannyas initiation? What is the relationship of person who gives this initiation to the person he gives it to? क्या रिलेशनशिप रहेगा दोनों के बीच में? और पांचवा, इज देयर एनी प्रोविजन फॉर पब्लिकेशन? ओके, पीपीटी के बारे में प्रश्न पूछा है। हमारा फोकस क्या रहेगा यहाँ पे डिस्कशन में? ये क्वेश्चन, तीसरा और चौथा, ये मेन फोकस है हमारा। ओके, so this question were duly asked to Srila Prabhupada before the afternoon session. His answers were recorded on tape and they were also recorded in the GBC minutes book. और क्या चाहिए? For the purpose of recording, inform Srila Prabhupada's answer to the above question. तो ये रिकॉर्डेड इंफॉर्मेशन है और प्रभुपाद ने जैसे आंसर दिए उन शॉर्ट में जो उन्होंने रिकॉर्ड किया जीबीसी मिनट्स में, जीबीसी के मिनट्स में इन शॉर्ट जो आंसर दिए वो इस प्रकार के हैं कि जीबीसी मेंबर शैल रिमेन परमानेंटली इफ ए जीबीसी मेंबर लीव द जीबीसी कैन अपॉइंट न्यू जीबीसी मेंबर्स बाय वोट। बेसिकली वो आ जाएगा, डिटेल कॉन्वर्सेशन में वो आ जाता है, टेप में देखेंगे। सेकेंड जो था, थर्ड और फोर्थ क्वेश्चन का आंसर ये, Srila Prabhupada said he will appoint several devotees who shall perform initiation in the future even after his disappearance. The disciple they accept shall be their disciple and Srila Prabhupada will be their grand spiritual master. ये कंक्लूजन है, ये जीबीसी 17 ने जिसके ऊपर साइन किया, ये कंक्लूजन है। आज जो श्रील प्रभुपाद से हमने मीटिंग किया उसका ये कंक्लूजन है। ये दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दिस कंक्लूजन, बट दिस इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेड बाय ऋत्विक। न्यू ट्रांसलेशंस ऑफ द वैदिक वर्क्स can be published in the future. Okay, about BBT, we will not focus on that. Why do Ritwik attack the conversation? Because Srila Prabhupada clearly and unambiguously established that his disciple shall be regular guru, and the disciple of their disciple, regular gurus, and the disciple they accept will be their disciple. Ritwik therefore try their best unsuccessfully to discredit the conversation as the final. वो क्या बोलते हैं फिर? उनका क्या आंसर है? इसको फाइनल बोलेंगे नहीं हम, चलो जाने दो, बाजू रखो इसको। सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये कॉन्वर्सेशन है ना, इसके ऊपर फोकस करो। नहीं वो जुलाई 9 वर्ड जो उसमें जो तमाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी ने लिखा है हेंस फॉरवर्ड, उसको स्पेकुलेट करो और आगे बढ़ाओ, उसको फाइनल ऑर्डर बोलो, दी फाइनल ऑर्डर, उसको ये आगे बढ़ाओ, इसको ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस दे मत दो इस कॉन्वर्सेशन को, और इस कॉन्वर्सेशन को भी स्पेकुलेट करेंगे। जो क्लियर है ये कॉन्वर्सेशन हम अभी देखेंगे। द होल कॉन्वर्सेशन गो लाइक दिस। Satswarup Das Goswami. So our first question is about the GBC members who want to know how long should they remain in office. Prabhupada, they should remain for good measures for eternity, till they are existing. And then he is also answering about that. We are not going in detail those conversation. By vote of the present GBC. Then next, okay, how they selected new GBC? By vote by present. Now, Satswarup Dasi, Satswarup is tell. Then our next question, very cautiously, डरते डरते पूछ रहे हैं. Then our next question concerning initiation in the future, and again word you see, question, you focus on the word, particularly at that time when they are no longer with us. When you are no longer, Prabhupada, particularly when you are no longer, he is hesitating to ask, but abhi पूछना है प्रश्न. We want to know how the first and second संन्यास के बारे में पूछा ही नहीं इधर. First and second initiation would be conducted. Prabhupada, yes, I shall recommend some of you. ये किसके लिए बोला है? उनके डिपार्चर के बाद क्या सिस्टम रहेगा? प्रॉक्सी इनिशिएशन के बाद चर्चा नहीं चल रही है, चर्चा चल रही है उनके डिपार्चर के बाद. शब्द क्या यूज कर रहे हैं? प्रभुपाद बोल रहे रेकमेंड करूंगा मैं सम ऑफ यू. I will recommend some of you. It's not that I order, then only you become. I will recommend some of you. That means in case if he could not say you become, natural system of initiation of Guru Shishya Parampara should continue. I will recommend some of you. After this is settled up, I shall recommend some of you to act as officiating Acharya. As a officiating Acharya. The meaning of officiating Acharya, what is the actual meaning of officiating? Not proxy Acharya. Proxy Acharya. Proxy Ritwik Acharya. That is the concocted meaning of Ritwik follower. Or the final officiating Acharya. Meaning later we will discuss. Not now. Okay. Is that called Ritwik Acharya? Prabhupada say. Ritwik? Yes. Then what is the relationship with that person who gives the initiation and the Prabhupada cut? He is Guru. About whom he is speaking? He means that Ritwik Acharya or the officiating Acharya. What he mean to say? He is Guru. Means what? Ritwik meaning is different what Srila Prabhupada says. Not proxy. But he is Guru. He is Guru. He is not telling about himself. Prabhupada, he is Guru. No, he is proxy and but I will continue to be Guru. He is Guru. He is Guru. But he does it on, but he, Saturup then want to clarify, yeah. But he does it on your behalf. That means he mean to say, what if they will remain proxy, isn't it? Prabhupada say yes. Initially he says yes. क्योंकि प्रभुपाद को क्लियर नहीं हुआ है क्या पूछ रहे. First he says, yes. That is, he is thinking that maybe he is asking during his presence. That's why he is answering. This is a formality because in my presence. प्रश्न कौन सा पूछा था सत्स्वरूप ने? उनके जाने के बाद. प्रश्न क्लियर है मगर प्रभुपाद इज ऑल्सो आंसरिंग अभी उनके प्रेजेंस में. Because he's telling on behalf, no, you will remain Diksha Guru. Prabhupada say yes, but for yes is for what? Because in my presence, one should not become Guru. So my behalf, on my order, Amar Agya Guru hai, be actually Guru, but by my order. We will discuss later. Now let us go through just conversation now. So they may also be considered your disciple. Prabhupada, yes. They are. For whom? In my presence. Now, uska continue. So they should be considered whose disciple? Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhupada is clearly mentioning, yes, they are disciples. Whose disciple? Your means Prabhupada's. Why consider? They are. Who? That means again I who मुझे clear नहीं हुआ है प्रभुपाद को. कौन से बोल रहे हैं? मेरे डिपार्चर के पहले के या बाद के? Who? Again Prabhupada, why? Who? No. Tamal now intervenes in between. No, Prabhupada, he is asking that these Ritwik Acharyas, they are officiating, give Diksha, that means what? After your departure, na? The people who they give Diksha, to whose disciple are they? Then Prabhupada, they are his disciple. Now he is clarifying. Now we understood question what they are asking. It's not that they want to push on. कैसे तो पुश कर रहे प्रभुपाद के मुंह से आंसर निकालना है नहीं. They are simply inquiring, clarifying because it was not clear previously. क्या प्रभुपाद बोल रहे? तो they are his disciple. Again Prabhupada says, oh, they are his disciple. That means Prabhupada, he's not, Tamal is not repeating, oh, they are your disciple. No. They are his disciple. That official is his disciple. Who is initiating? He is grand disciple. He is grand disciple of mine. He is my grand disciple. But, so Satswarup, yes. दैट्स क्लियर, यहाँ पे क्लियर हो गया है। देन सस्वरूप दास गोस्वामी अगले क्वेश्चन के लिए जाते हैं। सो वी हैव ए क्वेश्चन कंसर्निंग, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन को जाना चाहते, प्रभुपाद कट करते हैं, क्योंकि अगर श्रील प्रभुपाद को पुश कर रहे हैं ये लोग, कैसे तो आंसर ये निकालवाना है, तो प्रभुपाद क्यों कंटिन्यू करते? प्रभुपाद इज ईगर टू स्पीक ऑन दैट टॉपिक, यू वांट टू क्लैरिफाई इट मोर, या बट प्रभुपाद सेज व्हेन आई ऑर्डर यू बिकम गुरु. Prabhupada speaking in the present tense, this, not future tense. That we will discuss. When I order, you become Guru. He becomes regular Guru. He becomes regular Guru. That's all. He becomes disciple of my disciple. That's it. That's it means end of the convent. ये खत्म, इससे ज्यादा नहीं. They are disciple of my disciple. That means they are my grand disciple. यहाँ पे बोला है his grand disciple. And the other guru become regular guru. Okay. Now Saswarup Das, next we have a question about the BBT. So that conversation continues. We will not go into that. Jai, the end. No, here again analysis will do. Detailed analysis, the conversation. This analysis is done by Badrinarayan Das, Giridhari Swami, Umapati Swami. They are the GBC members. Are appointed by GBC to do that analysis. Conversation is same conversation. Okay. Saswarup. When our next question concerning initiation in the future, particularly at that time when you are no longer, we want to know how the first and second initiation would conducted. So here, Saswarup Maharaj question can be taken as either one question or two. There is no doubt about the question concerning initiation after his departure, particularly. The main concern is initiation after departure of Srila Prabhupada. They are, of course, hesitating to ask question. That's why they are little hesitantly saying that our next question, slowly entering into the subject. Okay, conversation continue. Yes, I shall recommend some of you. After this is settled up, I shall recommend some of you to act as officiating Acharya. Now, here, word officiating Acharya must be a certain kind of Acharya. Acharya, bola hai na? Acharya. Acharya means one who officiates. So he is what? First thing, Acharya. Srila Prabhupada does not say, क्या पृष्ठ नहीं बोले है या प्रॉक्सी वर्ड नहीं यूज किया है, उन्होंने क्या यूज किया है? वर्ड आचार्य. He says Acharya. And the meaning of officiating now we'll say later. Now Prabhupada says also recommend. I will recommend. Srila Prabhupada is not appointing Acharya. The initiation must continue, and this can be only be done through Srila Prabhupada disciples. Initiation will continue. He will recommend. So Srila Prabhupada is not appointing Acharyas. He will recommend some of them. There is no appointment of the Guru or the successor, only a recommendation that certain disciples start the natural process. And Srila Prabhupada recommended that list of devotee in the conversation with Tamal. That will come on the 7th July. And they will only continue as a officiating Acharya next, and even after his departure. But their disciple will be Srila Prabhupada's grand disciple. Okay. But a recommendation from the spiritual master should be also considered as good as order. The recommendation of a certain devotee in the 9th July letter is a follow-up to the order that Srila Prabhupada disciple should take up. the work of spiritual master after his departure. So it is not just a recommendation, his order that they should take this service even after his departure. Srila Prabhupada is promising to do something. And as they are again and again mentioning where is the order, to whom he appointed, no, 9 plus 2 as an official Acharya. Yeah, he appointed. Mm, when I ordered, yes, he has already given the order. Now here, Srila Prabhupada is promising to do something. He will do it. He will do it in the July 9th letter. And one of the people that Srila Prabhupada is now speaking to will write that letter. That is Tamal Krishna Goswami. How then can the Ritwik say that July 9th letter can be understood only without reference to this conversation? There is a connection. We cannot delete the previous conversation and say only focus on this letter. No, it's continuation. Not just this two conversation. Even the conversation Tamal Krishna Goswami on the 7th July, that is also continuation. Take holistic, all the three conversation together, not only henceforward word in that one letter. So how then can the Ritwik say that the July 9th letter can be understood without reference to context? Rather, July 9th letter begins the process Srila Prabhupada is describing here. Okay? So the May 20th continues. Tamal Krishna Goswami now specifically asking, is that called Ritwik Acharya? Prabhupada say, Ritwik? Yes. In term, Ritwik Acharya, now analysis, the term Ritwik Acharya is brought in here by Tamal Krishna Maharaj. He brought that word. वर्ड नहीं लाते ना, ये प्रश्न ही नहीं पूछते ना, आज इतना बाउंडर होता ही नहीं. जो भी है वो पूछा भाई, चलो. The word Ritwik plays a large importance in the argument of the Ritwikwadis, but their definition of the word is false. And who is given that definition? By Krishnakanta Desai in his paper, The Final Order. अभी देखो ये final order का statement है. Ritviks by definition are not the initiators. Ritvik by definition is not the initiator as per the final order by Krishnakant Desai. Now, the definition Ritvik in the Sanskrit dictionary and in Srila Prabhupada's books is not proxy or not initiator, but definition of the Ritvik simply what? Priest. And it should be taken like that only. Don't take proxy. This is speculation by Krishnakant Desai that we don't accept. Srila Prabhupada's definition of Ritvik. And unfortunately, Tamal, while asking this question, is asking, he is also considering Ritwik means proxy. That is his problem that time. That is problem with Tamal Krishna Goswami's understanding initially. There was a problem. Yeah, there was a problem. He misunderstood initially the meaning. But actually, Ritwik is simply priest. And look at Srila Prabhupada's books, will show Ritwik is defined as priest or something similarly again and again. Assisting priest, not proxy. So in fact, in the next passage, Srila Prabhupada will say that person called Ritwik is the Guru, Ritwik Guru. Is he Ritwik Guru? Yes, Ritwik. And he said, yes, Ritwik. And after that, he says, Ritwik Acharya. Ritwik Acharya. Okay. So, Ritwik, priest. Ritwik is the Guru. Thus, Srila Prabhupada does not give any weightage to the idea that Ritwik means proxy. Nothing. He never mentioned proxy. Many times, Srila Prabhupada himself performed the sacrifice on those occasions of the initiation or whatever. He didn't become the proxy. He was priest simply. And the disciple to whom he made disciple, they are his disciple. Srila Prabhupada acted both as a Ritwik, that means officiating priest, not proxy initiator. And an initiating guru, but not as proxy. Okay, next. Of course, a priest may act as proxy at times, like anyone else. And in a later conversation, Srila Prabhupada directs the Hamsaduta to act as proxy. And that creates, again, some confusion. They refer to this later again. But one cannot disregard all the other example of Srila Prabhupada's usage of the word, say that Ritwik can be used only in this sense. In the present conversation, Srila Prabhupada does not refer to proxy initiator at all, not even in conversation with the word Ritwik. Ritwik is not proxy. Tamal Krishna Maharaj, however, does not seem to think that Ritwik means proxy. Problem here. And that's why his question shows that the GBC were ready to accept whatever Srila Prabhupada. Even Srila Prabhupada said, no, after my departure, these officiating acharyas will remain a proxy initiator. We are ready, whatever Srila Prabhupada want. They were completely surrendered. That time their attitude is what? If Srila Prabhupada say, yeah, they will be proxy gurus and they will remain my disciple only. If Prabhupada says, oh, we are ready for that. Even Prabhupada says. Their mentality is like that. Tamal Krishna Goswami mentality. See, even if he say the Ritwik means proxy. And his question shows that GBC were ready to accept whatever Srila Prabhupada said, even if he told them to become proxies after his leaving. In fact, it is they, not Srila Prabhupada, who bring up the idea of the Ritwik, a proxy initiation. It is they means Tamala and all. They only brought the idea. Prabhupada never wanted that idea to be promoted. They wanted to clarify. This refutes the charge that those devotees who accepted responsibility of Guru were eagerly waiting in the wings and use of the position of they didn't wanted to become user of the position of Srila Prabhupada. They wanted to become Guru. That's why they are asking this question, pushing Srila Prabhupada to speak what he don't want to speak. So this is what the final later they claim. So that's not the case. Otherwise, why will he use himself is using Ritwik. Tamal is only introducing that word, Ritwik, Acharya. But Prabhupada, that's not what Prabhupada meant to say. So the Ritwikwadis say that Srila Prabhupada would stop speaking at this point, although he does not. बस इधर खत्म हुआ, conversation ends. So बस by my order they will be proxy initiator Ritwik. Officiating Acharya means appointed Acharya, but they will be the proxy Acharya. They speculate all these things, and here conversation ends. Nahi, conversation continues. In other words, the Ritwikwadis says that the conversation continues because the GBC are trying to prompt Srila Prabhupada into giving them the answer they want. But Tamal Krishna Goswami has already shown the willingness of the GBC to accept any answer. Willingness is there. The questions continues because the disciple want clarification on Guru's word. प्रभु ये क्या है ऋत्विक यानी क्या है किसके डिसाइपल रहेंगे फिर वो आपके रहेंगे या उनके रहेंगे ये क्लैरिफिकेशन करना सही है ना तो वही तो कर रहे हो आगे. And at the end of the discussion, when GBC are ready to move on to another topic, Srila Prabhupada himself continue the discussion, offering final and definitive statement on this question. यानी ऐसा नहीं कि प्रभुपाद को पुश कर रहे हैं कैसे तो उनके मुंह से निकलवाना है. Indeed, it's the duty of a disciple to ask Guru clarification, and no one can blame. Ritwikwadis thus go against Srila Prabhupada's teaching. Not only should one hear submissively from spiritual master, but one must get a clear understanding from him in submission and service and inquiries. So how casually the Ritwikwadi play with the word of Srila Prabhupada. They say that the word henceforward in July 9 later. is of the utmost importance. But the word of this conversation should never have been spoken, or at the best are old tape conversation. As per the old tape conversation, they say that such word is not there. Or okay. Srila Prabhupada condemns such picking and choosing of the words one likes and dislikes. Srila Prabhupada's words are the same as scripture. And to reject this conversation, this is the same as rejecting the chapter of Gita. Okay, continue. Conversation continue. Satswarup Das. Huh? Last word was what? Srila Prabhupada say, yeah, they are Ritwik. Hmm. Then what is the relationship of the person who gives the initiation? Prabhupada say, he is Guru. He is Guru. That means officiating Acharya, he is Guru. Is their Guru? अभी ये किसके रिलेशनशिप में है? आफ्टर हिज disappearance, because that's what the original question of Satswarup. He is Guru. But the final order says, Krishnakant Desai speculation. Sometimes the curious theory is put forward that Srila Prabhupada says he is Guru. He is really talking about the Ritwik themselves. This is clearly absurd, since Srila Prabhupada has only just defined the word Ritwik as officiating Acharya, literally a priest who conducts some type of religious or ceremonial function. Actually, TFS says, I deleted something here, I think. Okay, whatever. Let us now try to understand the word officiating Acharya. What is the meaning of officiating Acharya? So, here word Acharya does not mean priest. Acharya means Acharya only. And so officiating Acharya cannot literally means officiating priest. But as per the TFO, they are taking simply the word, the officiating Acharya means priest who conducts some type of religious or ceremonial function. But it doesn't limit to that. Acharya means not just priest. So, not the word officiate limited to just performing ceremony. Meaning of officiate, as per the dictionary, is to perform the duties and function of an office or position of authority. That means they are authoritative gurus, authoritative acharya, or the regular guru. Officiating acharya means meaning of the word officiating acharya. So literally speaking, the officiating acharya means someone who perform the function of acharya, means regular guru. Even the officiating acharya, when we say our spiritual master is the Diksha Guru, Ritwik say, no, he's not your Diksha Guru, he's simply officiating acharya. And their meaning of officiating acharya means proxy initiator, Ritwik acharya. But actual meaning of the officiating acharya is someone who perform function of acharya. So, TFU thus suggests a contradiction. Proxy would be the guru. Proxy would be the guru, but tries to save itself by giving Srila Prabhupada a habit he did not have. The paper says when Srila Prabhupada used the word he is taking about himself. He is guru. So TFO want to say actually he is guru means Prabhupada. He is indicating to himself he is guru, not that officiating acharya, he is guru. Prabhupada, that means they speculate here. You say he as I. You just go back to that conversation. So funny, no? Saturuddas, you just replace he by I, and let us see how the conversation goes. Then what is the relationship of that? What is that? Third person, no? You know English, third person, Tritiya Purusha. He says, Saha. Saha means he. That person who gives the initiation, that officiating Acharya, what? Prabhupada says, he is Guru. He is Guru. You replace here he by I. He's asking that person who gives the initiation, I am Guru. I am Guru. कैसे लगेगा? Meaningless statement. So this argument of the Krishna Kant has no meaning only. They say, no, replace his Guru by I am Guru. No, this Prabhupada is speaking about he only, third person. But Srila Prabhupada spoke in such a way, rarely, if at all. When he spoke about a spiritual master in general, he would use the third person. And when he spoke about himself, he would use the first person, means I. That's the way Srila Prabhupada deal all letters, everywhere conversation. He used he for the third person, I for first person. And that is the way he used. The same as every day. Only one has to look through Srila Prabhupada later in conversation on the folio for proof. Thus, the Ritwik say that Srila Prabhupada spoke clearly and directly about important issues. We all agree. But go on to say that when Srila Prabhupada says he means I. This is not acceptable. But their argument is too easy. They take the word they want, give it any meaning they want, and make Srila Prabhupada appear to say anything they want. So he means I. So why not black means white? He means I means black means white. How about when Srila Prabhupada says Krishna means Darwin? Krishna means Darwin, black means white, he means I. And you understood that in that way the meaning, what Srila Prabhupada says. So who can say where it would end? Chalo. In fact, Srila Prabhupada used the word I to refer to himself in this very conversation. I will I will appoint what I for himself is using. He is using for third person, but simply don't speculate here. Uh, so, okay. So if the Ritwik think Srila Prabhupada uses of the language is so imprecise and confusing, how can they attach so much importance to one single word in the July 9th letter? Henceforward. So when Satsurudat Maharaj says, that person who gives the initiation, he's speaking not about Srila Prabhupada, but about that person who will give initiation, perform the ceremony, and take charge of the new disciple after Srila Prabhupada's departure. But it should be understood in that way. So Srila Prabhupada called GBC, called them to answer their questions about what to do about after his departure. That is the purpose. Let us focus on that. Ritwik was this version that Srila Prabhupada say he, when he mean I, turn the conversion into nonsense. As we saw. This point will become more obvious later on. On the other hand, Srila Prabhupada's word, he is Guru, literally says that his disciple will be Guru after his departure. But simple. Take it as it is. Satswarup. But he does it on your behalf. You want to again clarify. He is Guru, he is Guru. Okay, he is Guru, but on your behalf means there will be your disciple. Now Prabhupada said, yes, is for what? When he is living. This is a formality. Because in my presence, one should not become Guru. So on my behalf, on my order, Amar Agya be actually Guru. But by my order. Satsurda says, on your behalf. Again suggesting the possibility of proxy initiation. On your behalf. This is proxy initiation. But when? In Srila Prabhupada's presence. And the willingness of the GBC to accept whatever Srila Prabhupada said. Yeah. Satswarup Maharaj is certainly not prompting Srila Prabhupada to try to trick Srila Prabhupada into giving one answer or another. But Srila Prabhupada answers here that on my behalf does not mean acting as post-samadhi proxy, but means becoming an actual Guru. After departure, actual Guru. He is Guru, that is actual Guru. But in my presence, on my behalf. That is on my behalf, in only proxy, that is called proxy, only in my presence. And the garden conversion of July 7, Srila Prabhupada said that proxy initiation is a formality to be observed during his presence. Clear. This is what he told to Tamal Krishna Goswami. Tamal. So if someone gives initiation like Harikesh Maharaj, he should send the person's name to us here and we'll enter it in the book. Okay. Is there someone else in India that you want to do this? India? Yeah, I am here. So the statement, India, I am here, shows that Srila Prabhupada is talking about a system for use during his physical presence. Yeah, this system will go on. Entering in my book means they will become Prabhupada disciple only. List of Prabhupada disciple. Yes. In India, yeah, I am here. You mean to say that till I am here. Till I am present. Yes, this system will go on. The system will go on of proxy initiation till I am present. Okay. One may argue that there is no order for the disciple to stop the proxy initiation and become initiating gurus after Srila Prabhupada departure. But that order had already been given on 28. Where is Prabhupada? Already given, no? On my order, you become guru, regular guru. That is present tense, not the future tense. On my order, Prabhuji, on my order, you drink water. Means what? भविष्य में आप ड्रिंक करो. अगर मैं कहीं पे 4 दिन के लिए बाहर गया तो 4 दिन आप पानी पियो मत, मर जाओ. ऐसा है क्या? अभी मैं बोल रहा हूँ, प्रभु जी, ऑन माय ऑर्डर you drink water. If I say somebody, means what? Drink water immediately. On my order, हमारा आज्ञा है. नहीं, I will give order. ऐसे नहीं होता. I am giving order. Now, on my order, you become regular guru. It should be taken in that way only. And that's very clear to all the GBCs present there. It was very clear to all the GBCs present there. Except one or two, they're still thinking. Probably. On my order, me Prabhupada will select one of us as a regular guru. So, May 28. In other words, in the May 28 conversation, Srila Prabhupada orders his disciple to take up the work of initiating guru. And in July 9th letter, based on the July 7th Garden Council, Srila Prabhupada gives proxy initiation list. Simply, that July 9 letter is connected with what? July 7, not with May 20th. वो May 28 का जो बोल रहे हैं ना, वो डिपार्चर के बाद में है रेगुलर गुरु के बारे में. एंड दे विल बी माय ग्रैंड डिसाइपल ऑफ माय. ये जो 9th का लेटर जो है फॉर्मेलिटी, जो वो ऑथराइज बाय Srila Prabhupada's signature, that was only for proxy initiation. That's all. It should not be continued after his, that system should not be continued after his departure. When Srila Prabhupada say, on my behalf, on my order, the Ritwik Vadi says that he is speaking of an order to come in the future. That if this statement itself were the order, then Prabhupada would have said something like, now I am giving the order. Like that they want. Prabhupada should use this word. Why he is telling, on my order become a regular guru? Now, why? Be guru, but by my order is the present tense, but no indication of the future. Be guru, but by order. But also use. Here, but does not indicate future, since but can be used in any tense. I am a guru, but only by the order of Srila Prabhupada. So, or I become guru, but only by the order of Srila Prabhupada. It is unreasonable to impose an idea of future tense on the statement. This is present. When Lord Shri Chaitanya said, on my order, become a spiritual master, means what? मैं आपके सपने में आ जाऊंगा, बोलूंगा कि गुरु बनो, तभी गुरु बनना. When he says, on my order, become a spiritual master, that means ऋत्विक वादी से मैं आपको अब ऑर्डर दूंगा भविष्य में, तब गुरु बनना. नहीं, ही दिस इज प्रेजेंट टेंस है. ऑन माय ऑर्डर, आई एम गिविंग यू ऑर्डर नाउ, बिकम ए स्पिरिचुअल मास्टर. प्रेजेंट टेंस है. He did not have to repeat himself and say, now I am giving the order. TFO says, no, Prabhupada should have used, now I am giving the order. But no, Amar Agyay Guru hai Tara ye desh. On my order, become a Guru. The word on my order themselves point to the order. तो यहाँ पर वो भी पूछ रहे हैं ना कि ऑर्डर किधर है, रिक्वेस्ट ही है. नहीं, ये ऑर्डर ही है ना डायरेक्ट. शिला प्रभुपाद से ऑन माय ऑर्डर as a clarification on my behalf. So, on my behalf, on my order, Amar Agyay Guru Haiya, be actually Guru, but on my order. One becomes a spiritual master on behalf of his own spiritual master, on the order of his spiritual master, carrying on discipline succession. Srila Prabhupada is telling his disciple to come, to become spiritual master, but as his servant. In the same way that Srila Prabhupada himself becomes spiritual master on behalf of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So in my presence, they should not become guru. Yeah, that's there. That restriction is there. But after, that is not a restriction. Now here, to clarify that point, again, Satsurup. So they may also be considered your disciples? Prabhupada says, yes, they are. Why consider? They are my disciple. Actually, Satsurup is asking again, same, future wala, after it. Prabhupada says, yeah, they are my disciple. Why consider they are my disciple? But Prabhupada is speaking present. जब तक मैं हूं, then क्लियर नहीं हुआ प्रभुपाद को वो क्या वो पूछ रहे. Who? My presence or after my departure? सस्वरूप speaks on his question. क्योंकि उनका जो एजेंडा है, क्वेश्चन है, उसी के ऊपर वो फिक्स है कि आपके डिपार्चर के बाद किसके डिसाइपल रहेंगे. प्रभुपाद से दे आर माय डिसाइपल. हियर सी, इसको बहुत अच्छा बड़ा चढ़ा के बोलते हैं ऋत्विक. इनको पॉइंट मिल गया इधर. जी, सस्वरूप इज टेलिंग अबाउट फ्यूचर, नो. And Prabhupada, yes, they are my. Why you consider they are my disciple? And then they will not go ahead. But here everything ends. Conversation ends here. Prabhupada asks, who? Yes, they are disciples. Here, you continue, no? No, you so you continue, continuation you see, no? So they may also be considered your disciple. Yes. Yeah, they take it in that way. Yeah, they are disciples. They are disciples. अभी यहाँ पे वर्ड, यहाँ पे शिला प्रभुपाद का नहीं है. माई रहता तो बहुत ही हंगामा हो जाता. मगर फिर भी if you say your disciple connected, okay, they are his disciple, why to consider? You take it for the proxy initiation in his presence. But again Prabhupada is clarifying, who? To whom you are asking for? तो यहाँ पर देखो, conversation continues. यहाँ पर no, Tamal is no. That means यहाँ पे तमाल को ऐसे नहीं चाहिए कि हाउ कैन बी योर डिसाइपल, दे शुड बी आवर डिसाइपल. कुछ नहीं करना है प्रभुपाद को, क्लैरिफाई कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि प्रभुपाद को क्लैरिफाई नहीं हुआ क्वेश्चन. सत्स्वरूप दास अगेन सजेस्ट द पॉसिबिलिटी. एनालिसिस देखो, अ प्रॉक्सी इनिशिएशन. शिला प्रभुपाद कुड से, but he does not. On the contrary, Srila Prabhupada suggests the question does not make sense. Therefore, Tamal Krishna Goswami asked for clarification. Why Prabhupada is saying who? That's why clarification. No, he's asking that these Ritwik Acharyas, again, he is focusing, officiating Acharya, Prabhupada used word, he is Ritwik Acharya, they are officiating, giving Diksha there, the people who they give Diksha to, whose disciple are they? Now Prabhupada ko clear hua question. Oh, that means those after my departure, if they become disciple, whose disciple? They are his disciple. Prabhupada clarification. They are his disciple. Name Tamal repeated. Who is initiating? He is grand disciple. अभी यहाँ पर भी माई यूज नहीं किया प्रभुपाद ने. अब समझ में आ जाता है. प्योरिटी ले लीजिए. ही इज माई ग्रैंड डिसाइपल. नहीं यूज किया इसका मतलब ये मतलब नहीं कि नहीं है, वो हिडन है. वो क्या है, ऐसे हिडन है. दे आर माई ग्रैंड डिसाइपल. Analysis. Again, Srila Prabhupada does not take the word Ritwik to mean proxy. See, he's telling proxy Acharya, not proxy. Regular gurus, they are his disciple. In fact, the word Ritwik seems to have no bearing on the conversation. Srila Prabhupada says that those who are initiated by the Ritwik Acharya become grand disciple of Srila Prabhupada. They become the disciple of the Ritwik Acharya, disciple of officiating Acharya, Ritwik Acharya, the whatever term they want to use there, but they are regular guru. That means what? Regular guru. They become disciple of Ritwik Acharya, they become regular guru. They are now Ritwik Acharya in my presence because now I am appointing. But after that, if they become their disciples, they are their disciple, they are gurus. The passage is clear, logical, easy to understand, and in line with our teaching, everything. And Srila Prabhupada said that the new initiate is the disciple of the Ritwik.
Just one comment. Means in the July 9th letter, actually this word Acharya is not used. Ritwik Acharya. They have used Ritwik, representative of the Acharya. So
that's what
it's very clear because there it is referring to proxy. Ritwik dash representative of the Acharya is used in that letter. But here the word uses Ritwik Acharya. So the meaning of this Ritwik and that Ritwik is actually different.
Yeah. Yes. So Tamal, no, he is asking the okay, let us substitute proxy by Ritwik. Okay, we'll not go to that analysis, maybe because of lack of clarity on recording. He is initiating grand disciple. He is a grand disciple, or his grand disciple. He is grand disciple. His grand disciple. तो his grand disciple तो नहीं आएगा. तो that's why they have clarified. अच्छा लगता है कि his grand, उसका grand disciple कैसे होगा? Prabhupada का grand, he is grand disciple, and who's my grand disciple? Okay. So, many conversation continues. Okay. Satsurup Das Goswami said, yes, that's clear. अभी उनको clear हो गया. They will be Prabhupada's grand disciple. This passage does not give any information. Okay. Next, the conversation continues. Then we have a question concerning, next question पे जा रहे हैं. मगर देर Prabhupada क्या करे, कट करे. When I order you become guru, he becomes regular guru. That's all. He becomes disciple of my disciple. That's all. Now Satsurup Das is ready to move on to the next question, but Srila Prabhupada continued discussion. Although Ritwik Vadi says Srila Prabhupada should have stopped speaking at the beginning of the discussion, Srila Prabhupada himself want to continue. He himself want to continue. Srila Prabhupada says, when I order, you become guru. He becomes regular guru. Taken out of context, the sentence could seemingly point future order. But in the context of the conversation, it could only be a restatement of the order given by the Srila Prabhupada. Otherwise, why would Srila Prabhupada say that's all? The comment that's all implies that instruction is complete and that there is no more to add. Srila Prabhupada is summing up it, not reversing it. One may say that the word when indicates in future, but when does not necessarily indicate future or any other than but. When I see a sunrise, I think of Krishna. It is for present or when I see Krishna, I think of. Now, when I see Krishna, when I give order, you become a regular guru. So when Srila Prabhupada say he becomes disciple upon disciple, that's it. Another simple reinstatement of what has already been said. This final statement is clear. So when I order, you become guru. I become regular guru. That's Ritwik. Okay. So this is analysis of at least this instruction. And regard to the word henceforward, that is the next letter, 9 July, that we will go through whenever we get time. Hare Krishna. It took a long time. That's why I mentioned that one letter only will take so much time to do proper analysis.